Leo, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website, which you have ways to support me, support the channel, so I can most definitely keep the show going. Appreciate it if you would. So for you Leos, you have the Queen of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and then you have the Four of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you is I'm just seeing that, honestly, a lot of you Leos have to be careful, because you Leos have this new mentality of you're not going to do this and you're not going to do that, right? That you need to watch out for people who are going to try to take advantage of you. And that's the catch-22 for you Leos, because you Leos should be aware that people will try to take advantage of you. But the Four of Swords represents the idea that you being giving to other people is coming to an end. And you don't want to do that, right? Because then you end up just as terrible as those people that are essentially leeches. What you Leos want to do, it's good that you Leos know that people are trying to take advantage of you. What you don't want to do is become paranoid, or become paranoid, or have this ideology, this wrong idea that somehow if you stop giving to other people, that somehow you're in a better position, right? Because then you're going to get just as entitled as people who like to play games would be, and you're going to demand all this other stuff. The whole objective is for you Leos, I don't know if y'all knew this, but let me straighten you out. The whole objective is for you to be able to identify when somebody is playing games with you, so that when they are, right, you can have them stop wasting your time by leaving them alone. It's not to stop giving. So the thing is that the Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles represents, because once again, this ideology that you will give to somebody, but you need to know that it's even. But see, this is the same thing. You have to be careful, because for you Leos, this is the same thing that a lot of people want. They want all this. They want somebody to pay $200+, because all of these things are S-tests. All of these things are qualifiers to make sure that the other person is truly interested in them. And truth be told, there is no guarantees. Straight up, there is no guarantees of this thing. This is the reason why it is that I say love and discomfort, pain and controversy and adversity and love and pleasure and all of that type of stuff, they're literally, metaphorically, in the same vein. They're in the same vein. And what I mean by that is you have to take chances. And for you Leos, y'all are lions. Y'all are supposed to have the heart of the biggest lion. Don't start getting scared, and don't start being the cowardly lion now. You're in a position where y'all are blessed to be Leo lions. Be a lion. And if things don't work out well for you, then things don't work out, and adapt and do the best that you can. But playing it not even safe is worse than playing it safe, because safe means that you're cautionary. Don't you Leos start playing it scared. Don't y'all start being scared about this. So the Nine of Cups now represents how the Nine of Cups and the Hermit now represents, because I'm seeing that, honestly, I'm seeing how it is that, because when people come to you, what these three cards right here are showing, Nine of Cups, Hermit, and the Five of Swords for you Leos, is that because this is a showcase of what will happen if you have that idea. The idea is, because what will happen to you is you'll have people who will be coming to you, and then what will happen is you'll end up destroying what it is that the two of you could have had, because you have the mentality of, is this person going to try to use me type stuff. The Nine of Cups, even though you may want a relationship. So this is why it is I'm getting you Leos to understand that love and pain and pleasure and adversity, they're all in the same vein. They're all in the same vein. You have to take chances, because if you don't take a chance, Leo, then you won't actually get what it is that you want. Big risk, but bigger reward. You know? Let's clarify the Ace of Swords now. Oh, snap. I ain't even... But we will clarify it. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. Sorry about that. I'm just so dialed in. Sorry about that. Right? And we'll leave the deck stacked this way because we're about to clarify it for it anyway. So the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups is about how you want to keep this like this. You want to keep the way you interact with other people like this, fresh. Ace of Swords. Swords represent air in the tarot. Fresh, a nice breath of fresh air. Nice, just it's refreshing. Two of Cups, a balance, a nice mix between the two of you. And how you can attain that is by not being so caught up with what people can get from you. I'm at a point in my own life, Leo, and I have Leo in my chart in 3 places: my Mercury, my Jupiter, and my Venus. I'm at a point, Leo, where I don't even sweat about if a person is playing me or if they're not. Because ultimately, the best thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially just transcend and move forward regardless of whether they're doing it. As long as they don't do too much, it is what it is. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, the Devil, and then the 7 of Swords. Once again, 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. There are going to be a couple of people there. If you keep dating, there will be people that you will meet that are trying to play games, put all the responsibilities on your shoulder. But if you have this ideology, you'll just be trying to put the responsibilities on other people's shoulder, and they'll have the idea that you're kind of a worrywart a little bit. And that's not the symbol that you want to become. That's not what you want to represent. The Ace of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles represents you. Leo should want to represent fearlessness. Ace of Cups, you want to give this cup, not necessarily for free, but not so high priced, if you catch my drift, to the point where you're asking for so much, and the expectation of what it is that you can give, that you set yourself up for, because you holding your heart so near and dear to you, or your cards so near and dear to you, to the point where you can't, whatever it is that you do give, even if you are trying or making an effort, it's not lived up to the romanticism, right? Because of the fact that you put so much expectation and value on that. So then the 5 of Pentacles is about and then 5 of Pentacles represents now those people feel down because you Leos put all this expectation, and then now it's like they want to leave, right? And then the Devil and the 7 of Swords, you become the very same villain of the story. No, you don't want that. You want to keep it nice and fresh. And how you do that is by remember that you do have a generous side. You Leos want to remember that you do have a caring side, and let that side out. Because this is what it is I'm talking about in a lot of my readings when I prep y'all with the advice on how to become prepared, right? I prepare y'all in that way. And what I mean by that is in the sense that open yourself up to meeting people, right? There's no reason ultimately why you Leos should not be opened up. But when you start to see dysfunctions about people, that is when you start to look at the deal breakers and the dysfunctions that they got going on. That's when you start to really begin to kind of guard yourself a little bit as you're asking them questions, as you're getting to know them. So you're not covering up or guarding yourself until you see something about them. Don't be defensive, because there's so many defensive people who over anything, they get super defensive for nothing. So let's clarify the Two of Cups. Three of Wands, Six of Swords, the Sun. So you did show up in your own reading, right? You have the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Star card, Aquarius. Interesting. Right. So there's this sense of you have to look at the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. You, just as it is that I basically said, Three of Wands, look at relationships like they are a new adventure. And be in love with getting to know people again. Don't start to look at it like, oh my gosh. The Six of Swords, you keep an open heart, so to speak, metaphorically, until you start to see red flags. That's when you start to guard yourself a little bit. The Sun card now represents, because people can show you at first glance whatever it is that they want. It could be, they can represent, they can put their representative out there, and their representative can make a very good impression on you. You should honestly be neutral. You shouldn't overly favor them, just like you shouldn't look at them like something's wrong with them. Just engage, just be you, just relax until then. The Eight of Swords and the Star card represents because if you don't, you won't see what's in front of you. You Leos won't see that people like you, and that you are valuable, and that people do want you around. But you're a downer. You know what I mean? You're a downer if you have this mentality. And you're supposed to be the what? The sun. You're supposed to represent bright and shininess to their darkness that they have in their life. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I just want to go ahead and say thank y'all so much for all the views, the subscribers, all of that type of stuff. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Let's get this to 20,000 subs.